It's 6:41. Welcome back. The Sturgis motorcycle rally began over the weekend, and tens of thousands of bikers from across the nation are packing into the city to celebrate the 80th annual event, despite the ongoing pandemic. Our South Dakota sister station, Kelloland, takes us to Sturgis for the first week of the rally.
Bikes, bikes, and more bikes. Streets in Sturgis's downtown area are reserved for motorcycle parking, and spots are full. Joel Morris traveled here from Washington State. This will be his 7th year in a row.
But we've been on and off ever since really about the 50th. So, yeah, I can remember the 50th when I was here. So it's, 30 years ago, yeah.
Morris says he's happy to see the rally go on this year and that he is taking personal responsibility when it comes to health precautions.
I'm glad. I think we need to see in America that, that we're not to be fearful. I mean, cautious but not fearful, of what's going on. So it's good to see all these people out.
Normally during the official first day of the Sturgis rally, we'd see the opening ceremonies, but due to the COVID-19 global pandemic, this year they're canceled. Ralph Martinet is at Sturgis rally for the first time from Orange County, California.
I love the riding here. Where I live in Southern California, you had to ride 2 or 3 hours in traffic to get to any kind of riding like this.
Martinet says it's personal choices that will keep folks from spreading the virus.
I try and social distance a little bit. I give people their respect, and I do have a mask that I wear in stores and when I'm near a lot of people, and I keep my distance from all the crowds.
And the last day of the rally is August 16th.
Well, the ride continues, and pedaling your bike hundreds of miles is hard enough on its own, but imagine crossing North Dakota in 3 days and in severe weather. That's exactly what Andrew Nathan did. KX News first brought you the veteran story Saturday night, and he started on Friday at the Montana border, and 360 miles later, he made it to the Minnesota border. And this is his way to raise awareness and money for the nonprofit Patriot Assistant Dogs. The organization trains service dogs for veterans for free, which is a process that can cost tens of thousands of dollars.
This has nothing to do with what I did, because after today, what I did was forgotten. But what is going to maintain and going to be ongoing is a need for dogs and veterans together. That's why I did that.
And the GoFundMe account that he started is currently at just over $19,000, so a lot of great work he's doing there.
You just got to keep pedaling away, keep raising that money for such a great cause.
That's right. All right, Amber, now let's get another look at the weather here, and it looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty nice day before we hit those really hot days later this week.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've got a lot of 80s out there, very seasonable. Our average highs this time of year are in the low to mid 80s, and that's pretty much what we'll see today, some 70s. But take a look at our camera in Bowman, and what you're seeing there in the center of your screen, the highest little peak there, that's White Butte. That happens to be the highest elevation in North Dakota, and it's 3,500 feet high, so certainly quite the climb, even though from far away it doesn't look like too much, but it is quite the mountain there if you're standing next to it. But here's your 7-day outlook. Speaking of the Southwest, Dickinson 80s and 90s for today, this week rather. We really peak on Wednesday and then cooling off a little bit for the weekend. Here's your forecast in Williston. Also seeing a big warm up over the next few days before we have a pattern shift for the weekend, and that brings in some cooler temperatures. Here are your temperatures right now. Speaking of cooler temperatures, we've got some 40s out there. Grab that sweater if you haven't left the house yet. It might be a little cool for you, but you won't need it later today. I'll tell you just how hot you could get today, and we'll also talk about our next best chance for storms.
All right, thanks, Amber. When we return on Good Day Dakota, we'll take you all the way up to 7 o'clock.
That's right, and we've got everything you need to know as you head out the door to start your Monday morning. Stay with us.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS this morning, as the U.S. tops 5 million COVID cases, some reopened schools are now canceling in-person classes. Hear from doctors about the growing concern for children who get infected.